Hello everybody, this is another Hot Wheels Collector video. Today we are reacting to the 2023 P case. This has just come out and this video is by WS Mart Diecast. Make sure to check out the original video, it will be in the pinned comment. But anyways, starting off we have quite the selection here. So first of all, this is a returning car from the previous case. The black 89 Mazda Savannah RX-7. Very nice to see that. I think it's nicer than the debut colour this year, which was in green with golden colour wheels. I really do like this new black version. And this is also a Fantasy, the Hot Wheels High. Moving on, this is a really nice recolor. I really like this green choice on it. This is the 80 El Camino. Very nice to see that, obviously part of the 80s set. Debuted this year in blue, in a metallic blue. Now it's in a metallic green. Looks phenomenal. I'm really excited to pick that one up as I didn't get the blue one for some reason, but that green one is phenomenal looking. This is also returning from the previous case, a purple 20 Dodge Charger. Very nice to see that. Next up we have the Fast Valiant, which is a recolor I believe. I think it might have been in the previous case. We also have a recolor of the Batman, the animated series. I'm not interested in either of those two, but there you go, you can see those. This is a new casting for 2023. This is the Ford F150 Lightning Custom. I really like this design. Obviously, it's Hot Wheels' own take on this car. In real life, it's electric, and I really love the look of this thing. It's, of course, very heavily modified. Otherwise, it would be kind of boring and a bit more of a Matchbox car. But I really like the colour choice on that and the wheel choice as well. The aero discs look great on it. This is also phenomenal, a recolor of the Mitsubishi Pajero Evolution. Now it's in white. It debuted as a new casting this year in red. I like this white one actually as well. I think they're both very well done. And we have those aero disc wheels returning. This time they're in grey. In the previous version they were in white. This is also a really cool one. So this is the 57 Jeep FC. I've never heard of this car before in my life, but I'm excited to get this one. It looks really cool. It almost looks military-like. You can see it doesn't even really fit in the blister. There are two in this box video, and neither of them fit in the box. That's interesting. They have to put it in an angle. This is also great. The Jeep Scrambler in a metallic grey, I believe, or maybe it's just a flat grey. I love this one too. Two classic Jeeps in this case, and both of them look phenomenal. The tamper work on this one is awesome too. Really love that one. I think it's a great addition. This is returning from the previous case, the Bugatti Bolide. You'll probably already know what I think of this one. I think it's awesome and perhaps one of the best castings of the year. This is a recolor of the Cadillac Seville. This is also a new recolor for this case. Lots of recolors, not many new cars to this year, but you can see this is a great recolor. It's not my favourite. I think I prefer the original, which was obviously in like brown, but yeah, that's a nice recolor. This is also new to the case. This is new for 2023 because this is the retool of the 92 Dodge Viper. Very nice. We've all been wanting a recolor of it because it was kind of tuned before, so it's really nice to see that, and it's in a very nice red. There's obviously the Lamborghini Reventon returning from the previous case, that being N case, and there's the El Camino again. So overall, so far, I'm really loving this case. I think it's full of some good stuff, and yeah, I'm really happy so far. There's a motorbike. Some of you might be interested in this, but I personally am not. I'm only interested in, of course, the licensed car castings. And then there's this wild thing which I saw. It's like some kind of... It looks like a fly. It looks like a fly, but it's some kind of helicopter type thing. This is the Super Treasure Hunt from the previous case, but this is obviously the regular version. There will be two in this case. The Porsche 935. This is a really nice car, and it's a good take on the classical racing Porsches, but obviously it's a more modern one. I really do like the colour on that, and it's obviously Porsche's anniversary car, the 75th anniversary. Speaking of anniversary Porsches, this is nice as well. The Porsche Safari. I'm not sure if that's a new casting. I've heard some people say it is and some people haven't, but that's returning from the previous case. So is the 62 Corvette. I think that's really good from then and now. The now version is the grey Z06, I believe, and both of them look phenomenal. This is also a recolor of the Jaguar I-Pace E Trophy. I believe that's also from the previous case. Very nice recolor. And I believe this Land Rover Defender 90 is also from the previous case. In fact, I know this one is. But I really love that gunmetal grey. I'm happy that it's in two cases. So that means if you miss it on the first release, you can get it again. So yeah, you don't have to really worry too much about not getting stuff. This is nice, the Subaru WRX STI. I like this recolor with the golden wheels. Really suits Subaru. It's kind of Subaru's kind of what they're known for, I suppose. It's done in a metallic grey, almost gunmetal, and it has an interesting stripe which is multicolored, so it has two different colours. I believe it's pink and blue. So there you go, really nice. I do actually like that recolor. I think it's great. Obviously it debuted this year. I believe it's been two colours previously, so it had like a purpley blue and then it went to white. This is also returning from the previous case, the Corvette C706 convertible, obviously in that weird metallic colour. And there's the 88 Honda CRX returning as well. I'm not too keen on that one. And obviously there's another one of that Dodge Charger. This is also cool, the Hot Wheels 4-track. And here is a nice one, another recolor, the Hummer EV from GMC in green. Really nice to see. I really do like that one. Quite a nice colour. It's kind of given that off-road vibe, almost like a camouflage green. Really cool to see that. I'm not interested in this one, but obviously this is a bottle opener in real life. That is pretty cool, to be honest, that you can get a Hot Wheels bottle opener in the actual main line. It's an official product. Really cool. Lightning bug there. And this is returning from the previous case as well, the Ford Bronco R. I actually do like this one. I think the tamper works is great. This is a fantasy, but I believe it's based off the 32 Ford. Is it the 32? Yeah, the 32 Ford Coupe. And there's another one of them Jeeps. As you can see, they're both packaged in that angled way. Back to the Viper, I think this is a really nice retool. It was definitely needed. People did want that retool because it was the only Viper that doesn't look very realistic. Now they've made the wheels smaller, the wheel wells smaller, and it just looks way more accurate. Wow, so this is the super treasure hunt for this case, the Datsun 510 wagon, I believe that's what it is. Yeah, 510 wagon. People are going to be all after this one because the colour is great, the graphics, I love it, I really do like this car, and it has the new wheels for 2023. They're like 4-spoke, I believe. It was on the Alfa Romeo, that's what they debuted on, and now they're on that, and I think they look great. And I think they're going to be featuring on a lot of JDM classical cars, because I think people just love them. It's had a lot of popular and good feedback, so there you go. People are really loving it. There's the Ford F150 Lightning, the new casting, once again. I think it's just done perfectly. Really nice casting there. Very well done. More fantasy stuff. That is the most crazy looking thing ever, in my opinion. That is wild. I've heard a lot of people in the... Oh, this is returned from the previous case, by the way. But I've heard a lot of people saying they need to stop with the fantasy castings, but at the end of the day, Hot Wheels can't have all licensed because they wouldn't make much profit in the main line. That's why the premiums pretty much have fully licensed cars, but I don't think there should be any fantasies in the premium stuff. That's my opinion. I think it should be just like solely collector's items. This is also cool, a recolor of the Dodge Charger Drift. This is a track car. Obviously it's got the light bar on the top. It's been semi-popular, I would say, this year. This is also cool, the 68, I believe, Dodge Charger 500, really nice. That's new with the case in purple. So is this, the Tesla Roadster in orange. That's in the Then and Now series. The Then was the previous Tesla Roadster from about 2005. This is also a recolor new to this case, the 84 Audi Sport Quattro in white. I actually quite like that livery. A few of the previous ones that have been dropping recently I haven't really been too keen of, but I do like that recolor. This is the treasure hunt for the case, everybody. This is the Ram Rebel 1500 from 2020. It's almost in like a... It reminds me of... Yeah, it is. It's Coast Control, or Patrol even. I was going to say it really does remind me of that kind of colour scheme, but yep, that's what it is, so there you go. And that Thunderbird is returned from the previous case as well. It's in a metallic red. I think that's an awesome release. I think it's better than the blue, like Hot Wheels bluey type colour release that they did just a little bit ago. And I believe like maybe D or E case? I can't quite remember. Some more fantasy stuff. That one's been mangled in shipping, hasn't it? Wow. And that thing again. That is the most wild looking thing I think Hot Wheels have ever released. This is an interesting car though. I really do think that's quite a nice fantasy. And if we had all fantasies like that, I would not be upset at all. There's that Mazda again, and obviously the Reventon appeared just before as well. That is from the previous case, as I've mentioned, I believe, already. More fantasy. Obviously that, again, I really do like this one. I think it's done phenomenally. The wheel choice to the colour choice, I think it just suits the car great. There's that returning. In fact, no, actually, I haven't mentioned this. This is a 71 Plymouth GTX recolor. It debuted this year in orange. Now it's in a very, very interesting bluey colour. And this is also a new recolor of the Solero GT, one of the few fantasy castings that actually look realistic and pretty cool. and it's obviously in red. Looks awesome, I think. It's quite a nice fantasy. And there's the Porsche. So anyways, that is it for this video. Not much more to say. What do I think of this case overall? I think it's absolutely awesome. There is nothing in it where I'm like, that is really, really bad. Obviously the fantasies aren't great, but we just got to live with them. But overall, the license castings there are pretty good, and I think this year for Hot Wheels has maybe been even better than last year, if I'm entirely honest. I really have been impressed with what Hot Wheels have been putting out. Lots of the cars have had very generous tampo work, unlike last year, which some of the cars had really stingy tampo work. But there you go. That's really it for this video. I absolutely love this case, and I think it's another great one from this year. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Remember, you can also press that notification bell so you do not miss a new upload. Remember, you can also share this video with any friends, family, or in any groups who may be interested. But remember, don't feel pressured to if you don't feel like you have anybody who may be interested in this video. You watching this video all the way to the end means so much to me, and I really do thank you for watching all the way till here. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.